One day, a swan was swimming in the river. The swan and the frog met in a deep blue river. The swan told the frog that it felt very lonely in this forest and wanted to swim in bigger waters because it wanted to make new friends. The frog showed her the way from the river to the sea and offered to travel with her. When they reached the sea, they made many new friends. The first friends they met were a lovely school of fish, swimming and playing together. The swan told the bright red fish about her loneliness in the river and her desire to make new friends. Impressed by the swan's story, the red fish offered to introduce her to his friend, the great shell, the kindest and wisest creature in the sea. The swan and the frog accepted this offer with great excitement and followed the red fish to find the big shell. The red fish delivered the swan and the frog to the great shelled turtle, who carried the seaweed of wisdom upon its back. The turtle said in a slow, wise voice, "What you seek in the deep waters is hidden in the shadow of the fears you left on the surface. Friendship illuminates that shadow." The red fish immediately introduced them, saying, "Esteemed shell, these are our new friends, the swan and the frog." As the turtle finished speaking, cheerful music could be heard. Just as the swan was about to tell its full story, they saw a squid called Leonore, who was rushing to a birthday party. She was carrying a present and had rehearsed a dance routine for the birthday girl. It was going to be great fun. Leonore invited all her new friends to her birthday party: swan, frog, redfish, and turtle. At the party, they met the starfish. The starfish talked about the birds it had met on the seashore and how fun and friendly they were, and suggested introducing swan and frog to the birds. The birds were excited to meet swan and frog and flew closer to say hello. They told many funny stories about their adventures on the seashore. Swan and frog felt very happy, and a new friendship began between all the animals. The colorful butterfly named Lily saw the crowd moving through the daisies and wanted to meet them. She was very small and had just learned how to fly. But when she saw how happily the other animals were spending their time, she flew off without asking her mother. However, the long journey made everyone feel tired and weak. Meanwhile, they were all very hungry, so they decided to look for the magic carrots that would give them strength and special powers. Their journey began with a long walk through the deep, dark forest, where danger waited at every step. Suddenly, a little cat jumped down from a pine tree and blocked their path. He looked at the hungry group and said, "If you are looking for the magic carrots just to fill your tummies, you're wrong. Those carrots are the only hope for the sadness in this forest." The animals stopped and listened carefully. But they didn't know that deep in forest, where the large animals lived, was not as peaceful as they believed. It wasn't easy to make new friends there. A small bear named Bruno, who had lost the family, appeared. Searching for a new home, and the Forest Council must take a decision. Bruno was not an ordinary bear because its color was yellow, like the sun. The path through the forest became increasingly dark. The tall trees blocked out the sunlight, and strange sounds echoed among the trunks. The swan, the frog, and Lily, the butterfly, felt their hearts race, but they did not give up. They knew that the magic carrots were their only hope to help the little bear and restore peace to the forest. They walked until they found a suru trapped near a tree. The swan approached carefully and asked, "Do you know where we can find the magic carrots?" The suru replied, "The Shadow Guardians. They don't want anyone to find the magic carrots, but I can help you if you set me free." Suddenly, a tiny, almost inaudible voice came from the trees. It was Jasper the chameleon, who turned a bright, shocking emerald green as he spoke, making himself instantly visible. They had to find the axe that forest ranger kept in the cottage. The swan said, "I can fly there and get it rapidly." He flew and brought the axe. They freed the suru with the help of Chameleon. They started their journey to find the magic carrots. On their way, the friends realized that the sun was setting. This made their mission even more frightening. The frog was about to step forward when a high-pitched voice occurred from beneath. "No, wait! Don't step on me! I just want to help you." A tiny caterpillar shouted, "I know where the magic carrots are. Follow me!" The tiny caterpillar led the group through winding roots and yellow-red leaves until they reached a quiet clearing. As they stepped forward, a gentle hoo-hoo echoed from above. Sitting on a low branch was an owl named Orin, his wings shimmering silver in the moonlight. Orin blinked slowly and said, "I have been watching over the magic carrot path for many nights. I know why you seek them, to help the lost little bear and bring peace back to the forest. But beware, the shadow guardians grow stronger at night. Under the soft light of the crescent moon, which seemed to draw a smile in the sky, a white rabbit silently hopped into the center of the clearing. Next to him landed a small brown bat with bright eyes, which hung upside down from a branch. "Don't be afraid," said the rabbit, his ears trembling slightly. "We also guard part of the path to the magic carrots. The moon guides us, but only those who show courage and kindness can follow." The bat flapped its wings and added, "The guardians of the shadows cannot bear the light of friendship, and tonight the moon is on your side." And so, with the rabbit leading the way and the bat watching from above, they all moved forward together, illuminated by the silvery hope of the crescent moon. As they continued their journey, they heard a soft rustle from above. A bright green and red parrot flew down from the branches and landed beside them. "Hello, my name is Paco," he said happily. "I heard your steps among the trees. I know this forest well, and I want to help you. The shadow guardians cannot follow a group that sings together." The rabbit and the bat looked at him with surprise, remembering how the moonlight grew stronger when friends stayed united. Owl Orin asked, "Can you guide us through the darkest part of the forest?" Paco said yes, gently. "If we all sing together, the light of friendship will protect us." So the animals began to sing a simple, soft melody. As their voices joined, a warm light surrounded them. Together they walked forward, feeling safer under the moonlit trees. As they crossed the clearing, a soft neighing was heard from afar. Out of the moonlit mist, a strong but gentle horse with a silver mane appeared. Its eyes shone with warmth, and on its forehead shone a heart-shaped mark as if carved from light itself. "Do not be afraid," he said in a deep, calming voice. "I am Eris, guardian of the paths that open only to those with a pure heart." The hare felt his heart beat faster, but not from fear, from joy. The bat clapped its wings softly, and the owl Orin bowed respectfully. Eris lowered his head, and a gentle light flowed from his heart, dividing into small, floating hearts. They soared around his friends, touching them one by one. Each heart brought a sense of courage, kindness, and mutual care. Paco sang louder than ever, and the melody merged with the rhythm of the horse's hooves. Guided by Eris's flying hearts, the animals reached a frozen clearing. There they found the glowing magic carrots. They nursed Bruno the bear back to health and reunited him with his family. The swan and the frog were no longer alone. They had made many new friends. They said goodbye to their friends. Returning home happily, a father and daughter had entered the forest to find a Christmas tree. The father whispered to his daughter, "Remember, we must wait patiently until evening to see the golden piglet." Just then a curious wild boar cub poked its head out from behind the trees. When the silver moonlight hit its back, the piglet shone like gold. The girl shouted with joy, "Look, Dad! I didn't have to wait. The golden piglet is here." Seeing this magical moment, the swan and the frog felt a great sense of peace. Whether it was the magic carrots or the golden pig, they understood that the path of patient and kind-hearted people is always illuminated by hope.